Hey, welcome to Bldg46. Today we're shooting on location at Charm City Meadworks here in South Baltimore. We're going to be talking about mead, glassware, how to serve does not start with a P. So we're here with Andrew and James of Charm City Meadworks today. We're going to be talking about mead, selling mead, serving mead, and glassware. So to start off, we wanted to talk about why should mead be on your menu?
Well, it's the world's oldest form of alcohol, so bringing it back. As people are getting into different alcohols, you know, all the craft beers, craft spirits, this is one from honey, so you can try something new. Also for people who are gluten-free, celiac into ciders, things like that. This is another alternative.
One of the early hurdles that you guys had explained to me was glassware related. If you go to a bar and they only have shaker pints, 16 ounces, obviously your draft mead is 6.9%, and then your bottled meads, your still meads, are 12%. So it doesn't really work in the pint format. So can you just tell me a little bit about, you know, those early days? And you guys actually stepped up and provided some glassware, which is here. But can you just tell me about those early days and sort of helping transition people to different sized pours and helping them understand and educate them on a different type of beverage?
Yeah, it's been, it was an adventure for sure in the beginning, because mead's technically a honey wine. So a lot of people were thinking, oh, this should be served like a wine, which is right for our bottled ones, but the real challenge is our draft ones that are, like you're saying, 6.9, coming out of a keg. So some places initially tried to either do pints, which was pretty big, or doing wine glasses, which was just confusing to everyone. Yeah. When you walked into a beer bar, ordered something off the draft list, and it came in a wine glass, then all of your buddies made fun of you for the wine.
Yeah.
So then we settled in on this. This is a 13-ounce kind of Belgian goblet. So we really settled in on the 12-ounce pour for mead is a good way to be. That way people, because our meads are a little bit more expensive on the wholesale side, it's kind of on the upper end of beer. So this way, a 12-ounce pour is in line. It's not, when you're looking down the beer list, you're seeing something that's $3, $4 more
Right.
a pint. Because then there's a lot of experimentation with mead. So very few people have had, say, a basil lemongrass mead.
Right.
And if it's in line with the beer pricing, which it can be with a smaller pour, people are willing to give it a shot. But if it's going to be $2, $3 more, people aren't as willing to try it. They'll stick with their,
They see it as a risk.
Yeah, they'll stick with our other local stuff from Union, whoever else.
Yeah.
And I think you see some of the same kind of challenges for imports or really higher gravity, boutique craft beers. I mean, that's why a lot of them have been turning towards something like that Belgian tulip.
The good news is, I mean, for better or for worse, so we're also in the DC market, it's almost the 16-ounce pint is almost dying.
Yeah, and those more like ahead of the curve markets, they're definitely moving away from it.
Which is, really helpful to us, because then people look at a 12-ounce pour is nothing unusual, or we've seen some places that'll do even a 10-ounce pour. Kind of depends on what you're doing, but really our thing has been getting it to be treated like a beer, like one of those higher gravity beers like James is saying, or imports, just something to balance both the economics and the perception of it. Because if people are drinking it out of a beer glass, it gets perceived like a beer or cider, which is much more what it's like, as opposed to a wine. If you come in to drink our draft ones from a wine perspective, and it's this carbonated, sometimes herbal, or very different thing, it's not going to be at all like a wine.
Right.
The other thing that's really a big deal, I think, looking at the way people purchase our stuff in bars, is the presentation. So our stuff looks really different. You have something that's carbonated, sparkling, often has a sort of mysterious color to it, that kind of thing. And having it be something that people look across and see it in a more unique kind of glassware offers a really big way of visually saying like, oh, there's something special in this glass.
So I think that'll kind of wrap it up. Thanks for talking with us and talking about how to present and sell mead out in the market. If you want to get in touch with these guys, they're on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then we're on there as well under Bldg46, Bldg46. Thanks for watching. And remember, tabletop matters. So, Clutch, the wink, man.